Eric Yaverbaum is Yaverbaum, excuse me.
That's all right.
Is does strategic communications, planning, media relations, and crisis management. So interesting. I didn't know this about you, that you wrote PR for Dummies.
I did write PR for Dummies.
So
I did. That's
that
all Harris ever talks about. I've written 6 books actually, but the one Harris loves is PR for Dummies.
Everyone knows the gardening for dummies.
Yes.
Or
yeah. Well, I didn't write that
one. Air conditioning for dummies. But really, that's fantastic.
And Fox didn't read that one.
Air conditioning, because it's on me.
And you deflected all my bad email last week, by the way. Thank you very much.
By the way, you're getting some nasty emailers?
A lot. Actually, as an enormous compliment to this show and the vehicle for which we see it on the internet, which to me is the future of television. I think it's brilliant of Fox. But I get so much email from this show. And it's not good email. Nobody likes me on the show, but that's okay. But I get bad email. Today's the first. Before I even came on the show, I was a jerk that wore too much hair gel before I even sat down and said a word today.
All right.
But seriously, that's a great thing about this show and about what Fox is doing with it.
Guys, let's keep our emails productive. Let's not get into personal attacks.
That's all right. It's okay.
He's a nice guy. You know, it's not nice to do.
Danny Schechter from 2020 wrote a book once called "The More We Watch, the Less We Know." It's the responsibility of every individual to amass as much information as they can.
Oh, we'll agree on
that. Then make their own educated decision.
Look, come on.
Look, the Republicans are obviously in a very difficult position right now, no matter what their opinion is now. But to ask questions that are all about a matter of law, because at the end of the day, that's what her job is. I don't think anybody will be able to fault the Republican Party for asking those questions. And if everybody can check their politics at the door a little bit, please. I mean, this is a very, very important decision, no matter whether you're left, whether you're right, or you both have earrings or not. That might be a first, by the way, in your panel.
Somebody on the right and somebody on the left, both with earrings. Yeah.
But I
just both in the left earlobe.
It's a matter of law. That's what we should be judging on, the matter of law. And I would also suggest to everybody who has a public microphone, unless you're a comedian, is leave the cracks and the humor at the door. Keep your day job.
Well, I agree with.
Just let me clarify the question. Are you asking me this because I am a wise white man? That's all I'm saying.
I'm asking you because you're our PR guru.
You know what? One thing.
If a man had said that, before you go to David, I want you to answer my question.
It doesn't.
Otherwise, I'm going to accuse you of discrimination.
What matters to me? Well, my crush on you is over then.
Oh.
What matters to me is how she has decided when it comes to a matter of law. And while we're going to hear a lot of things that she said, let's look at what her record was in making decisions and then make a judgment based on it. And, I know you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it true that 90% of the time, I believe, because I don't have nearly the great prep that you have coming into the show, but I know you know, 90% of the time that there was 3 Republicans on a panel that she actually agreed with the Republicans?
Hold on a second.
Well, and we need to get away from that.
Right? It's the political, that's disgusting to me.
It needs to
go
away.
In this day and age, that's still political football. That's got to end.
Well, that's the reality of it. Unfortunately,
it's being used. When does this end? In our lifetime, shouldn't it? Okay, so what you're saying is that they're all positive.
Yeah, they're all very
but what I'm
positive.
saying is that because of the blogosphere, because of the internet, because of access to information, we don't have to any longer trust whichever paper we pick to read in the morning. We need to get as many resources and balanced opinions as we can. I love to sit in a room with you and debate until me and you can actually come to an agreement on whatever the debate is.
I think we're
would be a good answer.
we're getting too focused.
Yeah, but you know how brilliant this is for publicity and the advance, press that this is getting. This is going to be such a big success. I haven't seen it, but I bet it's going to be a success because everybody's interested in it. It's an interesting subject matter, interesting in many different ways. And by the way, one of the companies I run is an environmental company, so I'm predisposed.
Oh yeah, right. Here you go.
But I'm predisposed to that being to the humor in that.
Think global, drink local.
You know what the thing is?
Don't satirize something unless it's sort of
you don't get satirized until you've arrived.
Yeah.
Right, guys. You don't get criticized until you've arrived.
You don't get hate mail unless you're.
You know what? That's to me. That mail. People criticize. That's the greatest form of flattery there is. I must be doing something right.
Somebody's talking about you.
It was a natural.
And Eric Yaverbaum founded Ericho Communications. Eric wrote one of those PR for Dummies books, along with other books as well. But PR for Dummies, we can all relate to
PR for smart people with the wrong name.
No, that's fantastic. So thank you so much for coming in. He does strategic planning, media relations, and crisis management. That'll do it for me.